Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's Monday is going well. I am currently trying to get something quickly ready, just in case. It's about the right size. I saw that. Did include 1 bit. You also have become my #1 bidder. You see that? You got a badge. It means you've given 100 bits. I need to make more badges. I didn't think. It says you got 100 bidder. If you look at if you hover over that that badge, it says cheer 100. You're also first place, I think, in bidding. You're a founder 2-month subscriber too. Give it some time, see how many people wander in. There you go. At 36 bits. That's weird. So why do you have 100 bit? Yeah, I remember that. Hey, Callbot. How you doing tonight? I got a couple cool things I want to show, and then we'll do some anime stuff. I'm gonna start pulling that thing apart. Greatness has arrived. Yes, Glitch. Greatness has arrived. Glad to see you in the chat. I'm doing okay. I just had probably the best hamburger I've had in my life. You want this pencil? This is the one I've been using to write her songs with. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit more anime stuff, but I got a couple things I want to show first. Yeah, back to the hamburger for a minute. I need to go back to the hamburger for a minute. I made a portobello sweet onion hamburger patties for for me and my family today, and then I barbecued them. Oh my gosh. Best hamburger I've ever had in my life. It was so good. Like I'm talking juicy, like mm, so good. Mm, mm. We're definitely having those again. So good. But other than that, my day is going fantastic. The weather here is starting to get nice. We went for a couple walks today. They were so good. Yes, food is priority. Absolutely, Frog. Food is priority. I love food. Even though I'm on a really weird diet right now, I love food. I just don't eat a lot of food. My portion sizes are quite small in comparison to normal people, but I do love food. Like my family had 1.5 patties. I had one. So that sort of thing. Yeah, we are growing girls. You are. Even yeah, I'm right now I'm eating twice a day. And it's working because I've gone from I started this diet about 2 months ago. I weighed just over 180. I'm weighed myself yesterday or the day before. I'm at 170 or 167. So it's working. I feel better. I look better. I don't know if I would call it fasting. I'm very careful about what I eat. I don't eat any kind of root vegetables, nothing that's got a lot of uh, carbohydrates in it. So I eat very, very little pasta. Yeah, right. And I do work out too as well. But I am going to my workouts. I'm switching because I used to be into getting as big as I could. Big as and as strong as I could. I've switched gears. I'm now so like just for an example, um, in my before I stopped working out, before we moved, I was doing let's just say one exercise. Let's do easy curl bar. Okay, I would do 5 sets. Okay, the first 4 sets would be as much weight as I could possibly do. So I would start off at 90 and I would be up to about 130 by the fourth set. And then the fifth set, I would drop maybe 10 pounds and then I would do as many as I could till I fatigued. And that's just one exercise. And I would do three per body part for that day. So if I was doing arms, I'd be doing three bicep exercises and then three tricep exercises. And that's how I would do each. So, and that worked for me. That got me huge. Like I was lifting stupid weight. Yeah. I was curling ridiculous weight. Like there's not many guys that I know in my weight class that could pick up and curl 130 pounds for reps. So, yeah. Jack LaMaine. I don't know that name. Why don't I know that name? Hey, Cabot. So now I've switched. Now I'm doing more reps with more sets with lighter weight because I'm going more for fitness versus pure strength because lifting that heavy it really takes a toll on your body in the long term and I feel it like my lower back is pretty wrecked and my upper body like my the tendons around my lats are really weak. They can get hurt really easily if I move too away too much. I can strain them. So okay. 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 I probably know who he is, but I'm not putting the name together. Like my heroes were guys like Lou Fragno, Arnold Schwarzenegger, um, big guys, The Rock, like guys that lifted stupid amounts of weight. Bill Kazmaier, big, huge dudes that only cared about being as strong as they could. Frank, oh yeah, yeah, and there was what was Arnold's best friend's name? The little short dude. What was his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. Why can't I remember his name? Not. What was his name? That's driving me nuts. Franco, thank you, Franco Colombo. Yeah, that dude was a beast. Like Danny DeVito. I don't think Danny DeVito's lifted a weight in his entire life. But yeah. So once I get down to about 160 ish, I'm gonna start working out again. Try to build up some muscle again. Okay. So let's go to this, and then we're gonna show off a few things. So, uh, who died of a heart attack? Talking about Franco Colombo? Yes, Cabot. Click it. Click what? What do you click? What do you mean click what? Click the link. What link? You didn't send me a link, did you? Send it to me on no. The link got nuked. Oh, send it to me through Discord. Yeah, links won't pass. I got links shut down. Because you get bots coming in and Royal Canadian physical. Oh, this. Yeah. I've heard of this. Be interesting to read that. It really would be. That would be really interesting to read. I'd be curious. Okay. Okay. So first thing I want to show is something I did today, and I want to gauge everybody's interest in this. This is a shirt design I made today. um, and this is. I'm curious. What do you guys think of this? Is this something that you think other people would buy? I'm gonna get one of these printed. It's Stanley. I'm gonna get one of these printed for me so I can wear it during streams. This is on my personal store, but this is my Design by Human store. But this is my my official merch here, and then I made this too. I want to get one of these printed out for me. It's a desk mat. But yeah. So what do you guys do you think this is something that people would buy? That's my price, by the way, $14.50. That's not I think it's $19. Well, here's the thing. Mr. Nate, or as we go call him, Dr. something or other. What's his name? I can never pronounce his name. I don't know. Anyway, Tai Chi? Dr. Tai Chi? Tai Chi. Yeah, okay. He's supposed to hook me up with the physical store for Missing Worlds Media. So, meaning that I'm going to be in charge of the merch for the game. So, stuff like this is what I'm thinking about putting in the store. I'm thinking about like taking our merch game and just turning it to 11 because I think merch, like other um channels that I've been following, they make stupid money off merch. Like Boys Television, they said one time on live that they make 10 grand a month just off merch. So I mean, that's just two designs I've come up with. That one and the mat. right? Now, I don't think the physical store that we're using, I don't think the company that we are using has the desk mats. They have mice. I think we have one other mouse pad that's got all the different characters in it, don't we? That was another one that we did. That was part of the Kickstarter, I think, right? We were supposed to give that to Kickstarter people. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So, yeah. But I mean, I love doing this stuff. I love doing the merch. It's a nice little break from doing um as you can see, I've done extra I've done other ones for other people. This is for my card game here. I had a stupid shirt on here, but I took it off. But you can see I draw cars, I do everything. Um so yeah, this is a cool mug. Undo copy, and then there's different things here. Anyway. So yeah, that's my merch store. That's my plug for my merch store, I guess. But I wanted more. I wanted more like for this stealth armor thing. I think that was a design that people would buy. I still want to tweak it a little bit. There's still some stuff about it that I want to tweak, but yeah. Okay, so the other thing I want to do is I want to show you guys the process for hair and what it takes. We have this big pack of all these different hairs. And when I pull a hair into this, it's very tiny. And I have to size it up and I have to adjust it to fit our model. And I think I got it pretty close. Yeah, I think she's pretty close. So then I have to rename it, obviously, because it comes in as default. So we'll call this long hair. Um, bangs. Long hair bangs. Call it low poly. Just a double image. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Really? It's like a double image? Torso. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. There's obviously something going on here. Is it this one? There it is. There you go. I don't know what that uni torso's for. I've never used it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I need to grab this. And then I need to go here. I need to rename this. And then we're going to open up root. And we're just going to bind. This is a really simple bind. I don't even know if. Oh, first. Oh, wait a minute. We got to do one thing first. Okay, I need to put this at. This has to be at 0. 0, 0. And then I have to do -90. Which that flips it. And then I can bind. Because if I don't do that, the morphs won't work. Bind. And then we'll grab vamp. Target. Transfer morphs. her again. Export. And I'll call this one long hair bangs. I don't know what it is with my keyboard, but whenever 9 times out of 10, it's my computer. It's not my keyboard. Doesn't matter. Any computer I use does this. My check, yeah. Here, hold. Oh, I see. Okay. But for some reason, my computer, whenever I type and I'm capitalizing, 9 times out of 10, the second character, it will make in a capital as well. It'll cap as well. It's weird. Bangs. Okay. We're gonna save this. Okay, now if I open up, I should have done this before, but both T she and T she are correct. It's an American versus British thing. Oh, okay. T she. I like Tai Chi better. I don't know. Sounds better to me. But it sounds Asian. Tai Chi sounds Asian. So this will take a few minutes to fire up. Tyke. Tish. Yeah. So prepping the hair, like getting it. So now that I have that rigged and everything, I can go back and I can export that out without any of the stuff in it. Then I can use that as But we're gonna play around with this, and we're gonna see if I can get these mats to work. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do a little bit on tonight. Because I played around with it a little bit yesterday, and I just want to see if I can get it to work. It's probably not going to work. I'm probably going to end up having to um, make high poly versions and bake them down myself. Okay, so I got hair here, so I'm going to make another hair. I'll call this one long hair. See how that double did it? It did it again. Long hair bangs. And we'll go over here and grab. That's not what I want. Throw that in there. It's for the female skeleton. Import, please. back here. And we're going to grab the textures for this. I'm going to grab these, throw it in here. Does it? Ah, poop. Oh, well. People know what it means. I don't expect to reach it anyway, so. All right. Okay, so what I need to do now, once the save is done, I'm going to go here, costume data, hair. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to add a new one. 11, and then we're going to paste. Bangs. Switch that over. I should be doing this from the repo, but this is really for test purposes. I can't unsee it. Do you know what? If you want, I can reset it. It takes 2 minutes. It literally takes 2 minutes. It's bugging you that much. Can I? No, I can't. I have to literally. Set goal. End goal. There you go. Better? I can't tell. Yep, it's better. All right. So I need to grab these. No, I don't. That's not what I want. I want these. There. I should really put that hair in that you were asking for. Can I have it? The big curly one. You said it was in there already, right? Bangs. Okay. So all I got to do is copy what is in here. So that's an alpha. So we'll grab this. We'll drop that in there. And that one in there. And then we had one more. It's a diffuse, right? Didn't we have another one? It was an opacity mask. Wasn't it an opacity? Okay, so that's the opacity. So it was just opacity and diffuse. Really? I thought there was another one. All right. Yeah. Yep. See how this looks. Ah! Something went wrong there. Tip me in the... What? Okay, I'm confused, Cabot. You're confusing me, Cabot. What? Yeah, it's a runaway toupee. I don't know what happened there. Something goofed. Give me a second here. I'll take a quick look. Okay, so... Oh, you know what happened? I don't know what this... Yeah, it's negative 90. That one's negative 90. That one's negative 90. What happened? Yeah, weird. That one's all zeroed out. That one isn't, and that one worked. That is weird. I mean, what's the binding for? Oh, that's why. I bound it to root by accident. Ah, dummy. That's why it's not working. Here. What the heck happened there? That doesn't make any sense. I'll do the morphs again, just to be safe. That's hilarious. All right. This should pretty much fix it. There you go. Just like that. Oh, that one looks good. That one looks really good. That one didn't turn out bad. And if you put it white, it'll actually show the color that it's meant to have. Hey, Dream. Needs a skull cap, yeah. Is there a skull cap in here? Can you give it one? Buzz cut. Just a cover? Does that work? Sort of. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working. But that's actually not bad, considering that I haven't done anything to it. Like, that's just straight mesh with some basic, with a diffuse map on it and some alphas. Like, I haven't even put normals on that. Let's see here. Hang on a second. Back to this for a second. What if I add... What if I add a normal? I may have to save. I may have to stop it and come back. is the mystery hair. What do you mean by that? Oh, that's the one that you couldn't find? Yeah, I found it. I can try putting it in, see what happens. I mean, I thought hair was gonna be tougher than this. It's not any different than, yeah, see, the normals don't seem to be doing anything. Weird. I mean, it's hair, though. It looks like hair. I mean, that's pretty cool. That one needs a little bit of work, but it's insane what textures can do, eh? Like, that is insane. That looks really good considering that it's literally just thrown in. Now, if I take those, see, we don't have a mask. That's the thing we're missing here. Like normally here, there's a mask, and that's where we would put our masks for the zone color zones. So I'm wondering if I took this into substance and just for poop, just shits and giggles, if I were just to put like 4 different stripes of color, if it would work. You know what? Let's try that. Let's experiment with it. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens. Because this stuff needs to be figured out, right? So we might as well do it. See, if you could put a skull cap underneath, but if the skin's the if you got colored skin underneath, it shouldn't be that big a deal. Okay, so let's open up, pull in station. Let's do bangs because that's the one we're working on. Oh, I can't use that one. Shoot. Because that one's rigged, and if I try rigging it, it gets all messed up. So we'll do hair cards too. We'll grab this. This is just to experiment. Why isn't it coming in? That's weird. Okay, do you know what? I have one here that I made. This one. Pull this one in. There she is. Okay. So this is what the mesh looks like, right? So if I, which room do I have? I guess I could put some music on. I keep forgetting to put music on. I'm trying to be as quick as I can with this, guys. Just give me a sec here. So now, so this opacity mask that I'm making now will replace the one that I have in there. So okay, so let's, as an experiment, I'm not gonna. Oh, see, that's, oh, okay, so let's try something here. Green, and let's do some blue. Okay. So let's try exporting this and see what happens. This is the kind of stuff I do all the time. I just playing around with stuff, experimenting, see what works. So this is the long parted one. And we'll do textures. Call these new. I mean, I'm not sure if I should bake these first. Should I do a bake? I didn't put a normal map in, so it shouldn't. No, I shouldn't have to do that. This should work. Well, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. That. What the heck? Texture. Long hair part. Did. Female. CO. Okay. I mean, I assume this is the way hair was going to work. It's the only thing we're missing is the normals, but we have those already. So I'll just keep the normals that I'm using. Like I don't need these normals. Really, all I need is this map right here. This is what I want. So we're going to go in here. And we're going to grab these two and we're going to bring them in. And then we're going to open this hair. And then I'm going to use, let's see what happens if I use this. Use that, and then we use those normals. We'll keep the diffuse just for now to see what happens. And then this mask, this is what this would go in, right? Yeah. And we'll call this. Am I putting this in the wrong one? I am too. Shoot. I put this in the wrong one too. Urgh. Give me a sec, guys. Stop. these and bring these in here. Okay, so I parted. We're going to try the opacity mask to see what it looks like. We are going to do normals from here. Parted. And then we're going to need, I want this one as well. Okay. We're going to leave the diffuse because I want to see what happens. I'm very curious to see what happens here. I mean, this is all experimentation to see if we can. Parted. Okay, so if we go into materials, yep, it's working. Okay, so let's make her. See, the diffuse is, what the diffuse is doing is it's adding color to her hair. So what we need to do is, I'm going to save this. Hair parted. Save that. We're going to stop. We're going to go back in here. And I'm going to pull this diffused out. Just to see what happens. There's a way to clear this. Oh, here it is. Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay, so it is the diffused that's messing everything up. So if I make this dark base color, and then I make this. Yeah, see, something still isn't right. Or am I? Oh, I was in the wrong thing. Okay. It's still, like, there's still black. Is that because I didn't paint the whole thing? Is that because I missed white? Okay, so let's try, instead of my opacity mask, let's try their alpha and see what happens. I guess I could just reload. That'll work too. I keep passing it. Yeah, see, that didn't make any difference. This is working partially, and this norm is working partially. See, as soon as I put the diffuse in, that's where my color's coming from. But I like the fact that we're getting the normals work, which is huge. Like, if I can figure out how to get, like, these normals are working, which is awesome. I mean, they're not perfect, but yeah, her sideburns need to be fixed. Okay, so what? Let's go look in here for a sec. It's in the repo, right? I hate wearing these glasses. Oh, I'm so tired. And they're only reading glasses. But I hate them. Worlds. We're gonna go repo. We're gonna go hair. Female. Big loose curls. Here they are. So these are all the things I have. Which one of these is gonna work? Right? That's the guess, right? PNG. So these three are, there's 4 3D objects here. I'm going to assume this one. So let's grab. Let's make a folder for this. Play around with this. Big curls. And we'll grab this. And it should, yeah, it brings up. Okay, so this is a good sign. Okay. So all I need to do is add big loose curls. Save, and then we're going to stop and restart. So did we ever have this working in the character generator, Chris? These big loose curls? Yeah, they're not working. Never deployed. Okay. Well, they have a skeleton, but they're not working. I saw them briefly. They showed up briefly for a second. That tells me that they're off in space somewhere and we can't see them. Okay, so then the next question would be, we'll merge. I'll grab this one because I know it works, sort of. Okay. They're there. And they have what on earth? Why are they rigged to so much? We are going to get rid of that, and we are just going to bind this to her head. Actually, you know what the problem is? I know I can see what the problem is right now. She's not at the right. This should be -90. So that's probably why we see it come up. It came up briefly. Yeah. It came up briefly and then disappeared. That's because it's hidden underneath the world somewhere and we can't see it. Okay. So now that that's set, we can go like see she's even got a root here that she came with. So we'll bind her. I'm gonna trust the UVs are there. I see the tag. They show up. So hey, welcome to the chat, buddy. First time chatter. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. We're playing with hair right now. Trying to get some Cabot wants this big curly hair to work, and we'll see if I can get it to work. Okay, so let's try morphs. And then we'll grab that, and we'll grab that. I am just going to make a folder and call it Big Loose Curls. And when I'm working on something new, I usually put a date prefix. We'll call this Big Loose Curls. Yeah, that's definitely curly. Holy moly. Be neat if we could animate them. That'd be really cool too. I guess they were trying to. All right, so we're gonna stop that. Back to hair, big loose curls. And we'll grab this and just throw this in here. Skeleton. And then I need this, and I'll replace this with this. Worst case, it should just show up. They won't look that great, but I'm always used to going there. Let's go here. Big loose curls. Yeah, they're not showing up for some reason. I think it has to do with the UVs. But they show up here. So I'm not sure what's going on there. It could be because we don't have an opacity mask, but they should just still show up. Like they should show up still. Whoa, that caused it to crash. Whoa. So that was interesting. Trying to put a color on the material made it crash. Yeah, that hair is weird, dude. What could cause that? Usually when something doesn't show up like that, it means there's an error in the UVs, usually. So I wouldn't be surprised if those UVs are messed. So let's take a look at them. I hate when it does that. Ah, there's our problem. That's what the UVs look like. They're stacked. So it is the UVs. So I could UV them. I mean, I hate doing them in here. Oof, that's rough. But that's probably why it wasn't showing up. I would probably unwrap these properly in ZBrush. Yeah, I think that's probably what happened, Froggy. It just didn't like it. Okay. Hair. Let's try this again with proper UVs. And I bet you it'll work. Yeah, I didn't save. Shoot. So I got to do it all over again. Not a problem. Hey, Mavis. Evening, man. We're playing with hair tonight. We were supposed to be doing anime stuff, but we got involved in the hair. It is what it is. We found some hairs and we're trying to get them to work. And yeah, big loose. Oh, you know what? That might have been the problem. But no, UVs wouldn't have worked. Okay, so we're gonna grab this and throw this in here. This should work. I don't understand why this shouldn't show up now. It's anime hair. Yeah, this hair is quite anime. This is something you'd find in an anime. There it is. Oh, it works. One with pencil. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the classroom. Glad to have you. Yeah, so it works. Sort of. Yeah, it's a little high on the head, yeah. I didn't do the placement on this, remember? I just brought it into, yeah. But if we do a skull cap. Now, she doesn't have any material, so, well, I mean, I can. Okay, why is that working? Why is that working? It has no opacity mask, nothing. Why is this working? I am so confused right now. 1980s might come calling. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Especially if we do like green. Some green hair. I mean, that's cool. I mean, there's a lot of people that would have that hair. Totally feel like people would use that hair. But I think it with a few more tweaks, and then I could probably do some masks with it. Whitney Houston here, yeah. See, when it comes to hair, there's two ways to do it for video games to keep them low poly. It's cards or really, really low like polygons like this one is. I didn't see how this one was made. How was this made? This doesn't look like it's cards. Oh, my mouse keeps getting lost. Okay, let's get out of UV second here. Oh my gosh. Stop doing that. Okay, so we go over here. Yeah, it's low poly. That's just polygons. Dude, I don't have any. You know what? I like not having hair. I don't have to take care of it. I just go in with my razor once a month and I'm good. I think hair is overrated. But yeah, that's a really easy one, right? And you can see this is all cards. That's the difference. Dude, you are blessed to have hair. I used to have hair just like yours when I was, I think about 27 is when I cut it finally because I got into retail. And back then, you couldn't have long hair in retail. They wouldn't hire you. So I had to cut it. And then I never grew it back. But yeah, okay, so we know that works. So, you know what? I'll save this. Big, loose girls. We'll save it. So I can come back to it. Okay, and this is the parted one. This just needs a tweak here. I just need to go and pull this out of here and maybe pull this back a little bit so it's closer to rear and then pull this out a little bit. And that one's not bad. Yeah. My last day in retail, I almost punched my boss in the face. Yeah. They accused me of something that I didn't do because I was better at sales than the store manager, and he didn't like that. So he made up a bunch of stuff and got me fired. So I quit instead. Yeah. And the other reason I got out is because I was sick of the last Christmas I worked was at Radio Shack. This was back in 1998. And we had those. Do you remember when they came out with the Optimus? Optimus was a house brand. And that was the year they came out with those 5-disc changers with the cartridge. We sold like 400 of those things out of our store that year. Every single one came back defective. Every single one, all 400 of them. So I spent the about 2 or 3 weeks after Christmas getting spit on, getting myself cursed, my family cursed. I had a couple of them thrown at me. Just nasty, nasty people over a CD player. Oh, thanks for ruining my kid's Christmas. What, is that the only thing you bought him for Christmas? Like, yeah, I hate retail. But I worked my way up. I mean, I did all the manual labor, forklift stuff, menial stuff, and then I got into retail, and then I got into IT, and then I managed and led teams. Last team I led was like 200 techs. We did a big, huge call center, and then I went into TD Bank, FAG. I ran 3 sites with like 25,000 network connected devices. I had to maintain all of that. And then when my Sophia got sick, I quit all that and then needed to find something to do from home. And that's when I picked up art again. And the rest is history. Okay. So I think this one looks good. I just need to play with it. And I'm going to have to figure out. And where'd my banks go again? I lost my banks. I'm wondering. Banks. Opacity Mask. Let's put you back here. That's weird that that's not coming up. I love. Oh, you weren't here for the beginning of the stream. I made the most amazing hamburger I've ever made in my life. It was a portobello sweet onion barbecued. Oh, it was so good, dude. It was so good. I love me a good hamburger. Yeah, why is that showing up now all of a sudden? Oh, there it is. It's way over there. Okay, so I think what happened when I had that crash. It's screwed up. There it goes. Okay, so when I had that crash, it lost the... Okay, so there's the bangs. I think they look great. Again, I'm going to need to play with these a little bit. Yeah, these need to come out a little bit because there's going to be clothing on there, right? But the rest of her looks fine. Yeah, you're right, Mavis. It was because that version, the it wasn't. We have everything that we put into the character generator. The world axis has to be -90Z, and that's what happens if it doesn't. It just goes off into space like that. But I want to try something. Ah, the morphs work. So that's cool. So we know that they work, guys. Hey, Chris, we know that these are going to work. It's just a matter of figuring out how to texture them properly so they look decent. That I will figure out. I'll figure out a way to do it. But honestly, I don't think we need to do any more detail. I think they look fine the way they are. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we need to do any more strands or detail because I think they're fine for what they are. Now, if I can just figure out how to texture them so that we can add color to them, we're golden. I think we're golden. Yeah, like I'll go in and I'll like mesh things together and close some holes. But yeah, because I can do that without messing the UVs up too bad. Yeah, it looks, I mean, can't complain about that, right? And we got them for a good deal too, if I remember correctly, off of ArtStation when they were on sale. Hair bangs. If they're cars, they shouldn't be, Frog. The way to think of cards is it's like you hang a string and there's a card. Take playing cards and you glue them to the string. Right? So you got a string and you got 4 or 5 cards. And then what you do is you put a texture on that. So it makes the hair look, it's like with everything else, when we bake textures on, textures take less memory than actual physical mesh. So, but yeah, I think that's good. That's we're good. I think we're golden. I think we're going to be able to make these work. And that big curl thingamajiggy, I will play with that. But yeah, there's got to be a way to texture these. Because if I look at, yeah, see their cards. See that? So that's why the UVs don't work. So I'm gonna have to figure a different way of doing this. But we'll get it. I'll get it. I'll figure it out. Okay, so we'll save this because I'll come back to it. All right. What do we have for time? Wow, already an hour and a half. Okay, let's So that's how you got there, eh? One with a pencil. One with pencil. A pencil. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Let's grab you. All right. Let's get back to our little girl here, our woman, lady. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to color the spandex. Yes, I saw that in our Discord. You made a very nice comment about me, and Cabot said, hey, he's streaming right now, and that's why you're here, and I thank you for that. Love all the support. Okay, so this is a high poly, So all I need to do is do selected. Selected, export. And we're going to call this, just call it, I'll just call it female 15 HP. That works for me. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. We're working our butts off, trying to get this game out as quickly as we can. So we know everybody's anxious for it. We are. I mean, you guys are anxious. Imagine how we feel as the people who used to play City of Heroes. And we thought, hey, let's make our own game. Almost 10 years later, we're this close to a playable game. Imagine how we feel. We're freaking excited. Like, we're pumped to get this into everybody's hands. And to think that we're going to be playing with everybody that we've ever been in contact with over the last 10 years. We're going to get to play with you guys. That's amazing. Just the thought of that is just mind-blowing. Well, you're here now, and that's all that matters. We're doing good, considering all the setbacks we've had. But we're not giving up. And that's another reason why I'm doing these streams, is to show that we are very active, because there's a lot of people, especially on Facebook. Oh, this is a dead project. They are scammers. They stole all our money and they ran away to Hawaii or something. I'm like, really? On how much of a game do you think we can make with 700 grand? Like most places, like in Toronto. Yeah, exactly. In Toronto, where it was about 3 hours from where I used to live, you'd be lucky if you can buy a decent house for 700 grand. And people are expecting us to make a massive MMO on 700 grand. It's just stupid. I'm just biding my time waiting for this thing to... It's a 9 million polygon thing, so it's taking a while. But I agree. Facebook is a dumpster fire. I'm only on Facebook because I have family that lives like 17 hours away from me. I remember that. Yeah, you're right. A lot of it went in software licensing. $700, man, is nothing. People have no clue what a game like this costs to make. And they're not even taking into consideration server costs. They want an MMO, they want an online game, but they're not even taking into account how much it costs for a server. Like, no, I haven't. I'd love to see it sometime. Come on, ZBrush. I'd love to see it, dude. I don't know if you can link it here. You have to send it through DM on Discord. Well, put it this way. I think we're limiting, what is it, 50 to 100 players, I think, for our beta testing. And I think they said it's 20 grand a month just to have 100 people on a server. Yeah. And we're renting it, I think. I think that's what Cabot said. It's like 20 grand a month just for 100 players. Now imagine 500,000 players or 1 million players. That's astronomical. Yeah, it's astronomical how much it costs to run a server. And these people just don't get that. All they care about is I put my $100 into the project. Where's my game? I mean, there's some people that have put more than that in, but we had one person that donated like $10,000. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Finally. Yeah, maybe. I will definitely check out that link after my stream. I love seeing other people's work. Okay. So I need to bring in... And then I need to... No, that's not the one I want. Shoot. I need this one. No. Is it this one? This one. I agree. One pencil. I agree. And when people see what's coming, it should shut a lot of people up, I think. Okay, we're going to see if this works. I'm going to do 8 times right off the bat. I don't need that. Let's see what happens. The stream might pause a little bit when I'm baking, guys, because this is a 9 million poly bake. We are, Cabot. Like, we're seriously making some massive, massive headway. It's massive. Yeah, sorry about that. It's hard to talk when you have, glasses in your mouth. My tongue gets in the way when I try to talk. Come on, baby. There she goes. I mean, that reveal I did, there's a video on my YouTube, if nobody hasn't seen it, of the pre-alpha of Alex. That's mind-blowing. One with a pencil. If you have not seen that, go to my YouTube channel. It's down in the, if you look down in the About section of my Twitch channel, my YouTube channel link is there. There's a video there of me showing off a pre-alpha of Cityoftitans. You gotta see it. Seriously? There you go. Fantastic. Please do. You gotta watch it. It's freaking awesome. I show off weather and yeah, it's crazy how good it is. Oh, is that you that followed my or subscribed to my channel earlier today. This is what's the person's name? Wendy and Hudson and Buddy Fan, 1965, Entertainment QTV. What a name for a YouTube channel, eh? 4 hours ago, somebody... Oh my gosh. Cabot coming in with the gifted subs. Gifting 4 subs to the channel. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Look at that. And one with pencil got a gift. Look at that. Brand new to the channel and you get a gift. I don't know. Do you choose your who your gifted subs go to, or is it random? Okay, so here's the problem. This is perfect example. Do you remember how we were having issues with our character being just a little bit too high, and we fixed it? Do you remember that? This is exactly why. Look at this. Her eyes are literally... So, that's not right. No, that's not right at all. Okay, so that means... I think what I'm going to have to do... Because I can't use the version that Synapsis gave me because it's split. So I'm going to have to try a different one. What's going on is I have a low poly and I bake my high poly to the low poly. And the low poly is in a different position than the high poly. So when it tries to bake, this is what you get. So I either need to... I think what I'm going to have to do... Because this is going to be an ongoing problem. Exactly. That's exactly it. This is a better way to show you. Okay. So this is the character that we use to rig with. If I bring in... if I merge... Where is it? If I bring in Synapsis character as female, it's going to bring in a separate rig and all that stuff, but I don't care. I need to... You can see she's slightly offset. See how she's just... by just a hair, she's offset. Well, the problem is the whole thing is offset, right? Like if you look underneath here, her crotch is all offset too because everything's been moved up. So, what I can do is this. I think I have an idea. I'm going to bring this back up. And this is my model here. So I'm just going to export this out and see what happens. We'll call this low poly. I think this is how I'm going to have to get around it if it works. It might not work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do for just purposes of baking is I'm going to have to unwrap this. This version is only going to be for baking with. So I need to do that. Come on, there you go. Okay. And then we'll go back here. I'm going to turn the anti-aliasing off just to make sure this works. This should work. But I can't use this low poly for anything other than baking with, which is fine. There, perfect. That worked. I tell you, 50% of this job is the art part, creating things, and the other 50% is troubleshooting. I guess I could just do this. Animate. Index. Well, it depends. I mean, like the hair stuff, that's definitely a lot more troubleshooting than art because I didn't make the hair. I'm just getting hair that we've bought to work. So there really isn't any creation part of it. That's basically troubleshooting to get it to work. But yeah, that bake is perfect. And now what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll do a bake with anti-aliasing cranked up. See, this is why I want a smaller Cintiq so that I can have my keyboard here. What went wrong now? That's exactly it, man. Exactly it. Now what? Oops. Yeah, you're right, Glitch. We're gonna look back on this and we're gonna be like, yeah, it was nothing. And all that swearing. Well, the issue they're having right now with Alex is the doors. All of a sudden, the doors are colliding with each other and growing like 50 times their size. And did you ever figure that out, Chris? All right. So those who have not seen this, one with a pencil would be a good. Okay. The way our character generator works is you have 4 colors. And each one of these layers represents a color. Cutoff, blue, green, red. And those colors show up in the game as a masked area that you can apply a material and color to. And the first color also acts as a cutoff. So anywhere that is painted white, the engine sees that as a material or it basically anything that isn't white, it considers not there. So what I'm going to do with this spandex is I'm going to paint I'm going to paint this white. So this suit is going to be white because everything there's color on this, right? But let's say here where her arms show through, you're going to be able to see skin because in the avatar builder, don't you love symmetry? It's amazing. So because it's not colored in white, it's going to show through. So in our character generator, you have your skin layer, right? So if you make her skin whatever color you want, it's going to show through and this spandex is going to be on top of that. So we have a skin layer, we have a spandex layer, and then we have like 6 other layers on top of that. But that's basically a brief, very, very quick synopsis of how our character generator works when it comes to masks. Oops. Yeah. We're going to have just the amount of... I say it every time, too. It's like the amount of customization that the generator has is just, it's insane. Approaching the 2-hour mark, and you guys are still here. Thank you so much. All right, we'll do the legs here. Okay. Good enough for now. And then because we put the gloves on the spandex layer, we're going to do those. Boy, that track row comes in loud. I always, you gotta you gotta watch because it for some reason doesn't know the difference between a hand and a leg. So now I'm wondering if we should I leave this so that I can put a mask in here? Yeah, probably, right? Okay. So there, everything that's covered in white, the avatar builder sees. Please show your dart launcher. You're never gonna let that go. I'm gonna make you a dart launcher, dude. Okay. This is where I need my references. Okay. So let's do, I think, red. I'm going to come along here. Oops. Perfect. Looks good. Because the reason I'm not, I guess I could go all the way down, but the reason I was going to say the reason I'm not is because the belt's there. But I guess I could go all the way down. All right. Something up here. Nah, I don't like that. Could do something like that. Oops. I'll put something on the back too. I can't see her back in the picture, but oops. I'm gonna follow this line I put in here. This is probably one of my favorite tracks. I think that's good. All right, so green. As usual, I always let this be my anything that's going to be metal or shiny. So do that. Green as well. All right, blue. Blue is our glow. So anything that's blue can have a glow added to it. So, how about I like this one. I've always liked this alpha. Let's see how this looks. Doesn't look bad. So that'll glow through. Let's see. Thanks, Glitch. Yeah, it's not looking too shabby. Okay. So the gloves, which I keep forgetting about, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them the same color underneath as the red. So we'll add some red here. It's a good thing I have symmetry, man. I imagine having to do this twice, to do everything twice. That would be so frustrating. Ugh. an idea where everything sits. And do it perfectly twice. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, when I first started out, I was doing things so wrong. I didn't even know about symmetry or like some of my first patterns are really bad because they I wasn't using symmetry. And I didn't know about UVs either. That was right too. Yeah. Man. How far I've come, eh? Yeah, my school sucked. I have to tell you, until I got in, see, I came from a coloring background, like comics. That's what I did. I colored comics. So natural step was to get into 3D texturing. Hey, you go right ahead, man. That's what I'm here for. Ask away. Actually, if anybody has any questions, stop me and I'll explain something if I'm going too fast. Yeah, it was weird because the first thing I did in Substance Painter is I was doing patterns for our clothing, and I loved it. It came so natural. And then I started experimenting and doing some really weird stuff. Like I started like layering. Like I started layering stuff and like I should show you guys some of the stuff. We got a lot of new people, so they probably haven't seen it, but a lot of my uh, stuff that I did in Substance, like the cat suit, that's all done in Substance. It's all the layers and all the detail. That was all done in Substance. There's no modeling involved at all. Like for spandex stuff, Substance is perfect. But yeah, I loved. I got out of coloring comics because it got to be really repetitive. Coloring the same person frame after frame after frame after frame, it got to be a little monotonous. So that's why I kind of gave up on coloring comics. I got tired of it. It doesn't look too bad. Should come up a little bit further. Okay. what we'll do, we'll make the strap green. That way people can change the color of the strap if they want. And then for the final color, I'll do this inlay as blue. Yes, Cabot. What may I do for you? Love when my boss yells my name. First name in chat. It's hilarious. It's like he's trying to get my attention, but I can't hear you. There is no food trucks on the marketplace. So you want me to make a food truck is what you're saying? I can do that. Can't be much different than making a blimp. Okay. So yeah, I think that's good. I think that turned out really good. How about both? How about a pizza shaped food truck? That would be cool. Hot dog shaped, like a hot dog, like the Oscar Mayer Wiener truck that they have. That would be cool. I would have said it. So you want a food truck? Like one of those, like, what do you guys call them in New York? You don't call them food trucks. You call them hurl wagons or something. It's where you go to get food poisoning. Flat bottomed taco truck. Well, what I could do is I could just make a generic food truck, and then I could make different props for on top of it. Like I could do hot dog or a taco or what are those swamis? No, it's not swami. What's that thing that you wrap? It's like it's not shawarma. That's another one. It's that thing where you get the shawarma. Is that it? Where you take the meat off of the big thing that's rotating. Gyro, that's another word for it. Yeah, I can make one of those. That stuff's really easy to make. Like hard surface stuff is really easy to make. It's the organic stuff that I haven't really done a lot of yet. Like I want to get into creature stuff, dude. I got really cool ideas for some creature stuff. But we're not ready for that stuff yet. Okay. So when I get to this point, I save it, but then I also save a copy with the prefix of _mats. What did I do that for? Try that again. Save as _mats, because what I like to do is I like to test. Once I get this mat, I'll do a raid and then I'm gonna get off. We're close to my 3 hours, guys. You believe that? I slot 3 hours for my streams every night, and we're like at almost an hour and a half or 2.5 hours already. I think this is the longest I've streamed for a while. So I appreciate you guys sticking around. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. But let's put some mats on this real quick, so that one with a pencil can see it, and the new people watching can see how this works. But this is basically like it is in the character generator. Okay, each one of these each one of these colors represents a zone that you can put materials on in the avatar builder, right? So this cutoff is basically the main color, right? This is going to be the first. When you look at our avatar builder, there's 4 little blocks, or 4 little squares that you can. This is the first one, okay? So I'll just use regular materials just so you guys can get an idea. So let's grab, because this is spandex. Let's grab. Where's that one that I really like? Is it this one? There's one that I really like. It's a really cool spandex. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. So I just click that and boom, it puts the spandex now. Now we're gonna keep in mind I had to UV unwrap this one, so the UVs might be a little bit but yeah, let's throw this pattern up. Look at that. That's cool, right? So that'll be your main, and then say for your red, you want to put something plastic. Let's do like a plastic gloss. Now, something also to keep in mind. It's crazy. I'm glad you guys are here. I really am. But you see how you can see this pattern here. That doesn't happen in the avatar builder. So these patterns don't chase through the layers. So you won't see this pattern, the normals for this pattern coming through here in the avatar builder. So this is only and that's because if I really wanted to be picky, I could go in and just erase this, but I'm not that worried about it. Okay, so let's change the color. Let's go like a gray. Or what's a really cool color? Let's go like orange. Orange. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, and then for the green, we could do like a metal, platinum maybe. I'll change the color to a darker. That. And then for the blue, remember I said that this glowed? Well, for this purpose, I need to add an emissive layer. And then I need to turn it on. And I need to go black. Let's do like a blue. And just like that, it's textured. And that's how easy it is when you have it in the avatar builder. But everything's drop-down menu, and you just pick something, and then you change the colors. But that's how cool and easy it is. And then if I really wanted it cool, I could go to my background and I could give her a skin color. I usually just turn off the rough and height. That way you get an idea what she'll look like. Pretty cool. So that is the spandex done. It is cool, isn't it, Dreamer? So what I'll do is off camera, I'll go through, just tidy this up. I'm going to do a bake with my anti-aliasing on, and then I'll get this into the character generator. Wednesday night is the next time I stream. Same time. We'll do another piece, and we'll just do a piece by piece, and we'll get everything in the character generator so you can see a full set inside the character generator. It really is a process, and people don't get it. That's why I'm doing this, to show all the impatient people out there just how much, just with my section. This is only me. This is only my little tiny part of the project, and how involved it is. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, I need to... Who's online? Wow, there's nobody doing art online on my list. So we're going to find somebody with nobody watching. That's actually a really good quote. Yeah. Let's go viewers low to high. So I'm going to try to find someone who is doing either 3D art or some kind of game development. And I would really appreciate it if you guys would drop in and follow the person and at least say something in their chat. Say hi, or hi from Artstrong or something. Because it gives them a boost to their morale. It makes them feel important, and it feels like somebody's watching. And, you know, hit the lurk them for a little bit, bring their average up. What's this guy doing? Okay, he's not doing art. Okay, there's a guy doing... Okay, there's a guy doing Blender here. Let's raid this guy. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching, guys. I super duper appreciate it. I will again be streaming on Wednesday, and like I said, we'll be doing what I'm doing here, but we'll continue doing more pieces. And if by the end of maybe end of the week, we'll have a full set in the avatar builder, so that you guys can see the whole thing. Okay, so let's raid this guy. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I made the mistake last night of assuming it was a girl because he had a girl avatar. Sorry. This, I don't know who this is, but let's raid this person.